Hello from TeenYetDragons.com. This is Ji Sifu. Today I want to talk about the Feng Shui cures or Feng Shui fixes, things like that. One thing that I encountered is that there are two types of people who talk about Feng Shui. And often, when we talk about the Feng Shui, the West, I'm kind of surprised to find this type too. Now, one type is like this, okay? We are very scientific. Feng Shui is science, and it's about nature. You just need to paint the right color, have some trees and stuff, sunlight, okay, that kind of stuff. These people, they want to transform Feng Shui into interior design, okay, the modernized kind of Feng Shui, and they're against the traditional kind of Feng Shui. Next one. The second type of Feng Shui that I see online is a bunch of people who are more into like buying little things to hang on the wall, put in the corner of their house, put some stones there, some salt and coins, that kind of stuff. And it feels like they're doing witchcraft. You're like, what the heck are they doing? And hanging some bagua mirror and stuff like that. Okay, so which is the real deal, and what is Feng Shui actually about? Like, if it's like so scientific or not scientific, is it a belief? Well, in this video, I'll answer this question and introduce the real deal Feng Shui. Okay, so in my earlier video on the Feng Shui 101, I talked about what is Feng Shui already. Not going to repeat here, but just a little sum up or recap. Feng Shui is about the pre-heaven energies coming from another dimension or another side of this world that comes to here and shapes the realities right here. Now this creation energy or the pre-heaven energy, whatever you want to call that, okay? In Feng Shui, we refer this to dragon energy, Long Hei. If you actually pay attention to the ancient text of Feng Shui, they all talk about the Long Hei, the dragon's energy. And it's not about the reptile kind of dragon. It's just, people just misunderstood the word for this. Just like the word in 5 elements, gold, water, wood, stuff like that. It's not about the physical matter like a flame, water drop. No, okay? It's all words used to describe things, like a metaphor, okay? And dragon is not about the animal. It's about a metaphor kind of dragon. And what is dragon about? Dragon means one chain of essence that can go somewhere and then give birth to things. For example, a sperm, swimming sperm, it's a form of the dragon. The thing goes somewhere and can give birth of life to some babies, okay? So this is the dragon, okay? So, you can also say a team of people going to do a project together is also one dragon because they're one team that is about to create something. It's a dragon. So dragon energy is the creation energy that comes from what we call the pre-heaven dimension to this world and affect everything here that is being created. It's a form of energy that gives us a pattern of things, and the pattern will find containers in this world, like we're like us, okay, right here. You see, we're solid, right? You can look at me like I'm a jar or I'm a container. The energy comes in and just and drop into me, and then there's this energy that comes in and drop into someone else, and then because we all have these things inside us, it changes the way we feel, how we want to do things, say things, make decisions. Everything is being affected by this subtle feeling. The subtle feeling inside, the heart energy, is a form of the creation energy. But when you feel that energy is already being converted and digested into a form that you can see. But before that, there are stages where you cannot even sense it yet, and it is very, very, very subtle. Now, why? Look, all these feng shui cure. When you look outside, people are promoting things like, putting some salt there with some coins. Now, some people hang a bagua mirror. Some say put a laughing Buddha, whatever. Okay, why? Like, if feng shui is so scientific, why do you put these little decoration and expect it to bring you good luck and all that good stuff? Good energy. How come? How can this be even possible? Now the other side will say, this is superstitious. You just need to paint the wall like this, put some plants here and things like that. Okay, nature. Come on, look. Nature. Okay, look, guys. Computer is part of nature because we created computer. Computers. It's part of nature, and that's why it exists in nature. If something don't exist in nature, then it's not natural, right? So natural things does not have to be like, something you can find in a forest, something you can find in the ocean. Nature can be something human-made too, because human is part of nature. But let me tell you the truth. In Feng Shui, touching the creation energy, that pre-heaven energy that we talk about, this thing is not scientific. It may sound like I'm trying to bash on Feng Shui or something like that, okay? But I'm not. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Feng Shui is not scientific. And why? Well, let's take a look, okay? Love is not scientific too. And I just read an article online saying that science don't believe or say that love don't exist because they cannot prove it. They cannot do tests and stuff to analyze and stuff like that. It's crazy. There are tons of things that you cannot use science to prove, but they're here. They are here. It's like love, okay? You and your wife have love, right? This love energy, heart-to-heart energy, cannot be proven by using any kind of science method. The more you try to prove it, the more you lose it. That's how it works. You can't prove it. You cannot put it into numbers, colors, weight. Nothing can tell you about how deep the love is. But inside, you feel that thing. It just cannot be put to word. Creation energy is the same thing. You cannot put this energy on a scale and detect it with a meter and stuff like that. No. Okay? Now, science try to prove a lot of things, but they fail. Because the truth is, just like how they say in quantum physics, there are things that when you analyze, they change. Everything changes. There's this famous experiment in quantum physics where people talk about having a wall with one slit, and then they shoot light and stuff over it, and they see what happened on the other wall. Now there's another wall with two slits, and then they shoot stuff at it and see what happened, right? And then they say that, when the time you observe, scientists observe, the stuff act in this form. And when they don't observe, they act totally different. So you cannot observe it. By the time you look, instantly everything changed. It's so magical. And Feng Shui energy is about like that. It's like you cannot really put it on a machine and analyze this energy because it's not detectable. By the time you try to detect it, it's changed already. It's not there. It's hiding from you. Nature does not allow you to see the potential, the future. Because once you see it, the moment you see it, you touch it, it will change. And instantly it becomes your world's matter. So you cannot do it. You cannot prove it with science. And that's why I say it is not scientific. But this thing works with one very easy to understand kind of power that we all have, which is the power of your heart. Right here. The heart energy is what can move the energy that we talk about, the creation energy. And this thing is what we use in Taoist magic. Now, just your own heart energy is, of course, not possible to move around the Feng Shui stuff, the Feng Shui energy, because there's so little inside. It's only like right here, what you have right now, it's only what you have for you to stay alive. If you use it as a kind of resource for your magic work, okay, what happened is your life will deduct from the thing, like the quota is going to be deducted. It's like sucking up blood, okay, to do magic. It's going to reduce your life. But in Taoist magic, we harvest this kind of stuff. We cultivate it with the altar. This is like a farm. We grow and we save up, and we have tons of these energy here, and we can use it and program it to put these energy into tools, and then have these containers work for us. So if there's problem in Feng Shui, you often see in the market right now, okay, there will be people selling these kind of stuff, like a brass dragon, a brass animal, something like that. Okay, some kind of mini decoration kind of stuff, right? Now, these things are useless if you just buy it from the store, because the real story behind is that these things are used as Feng Shui cure in the traditional Feng Shui, not the plantain stuff trying to modernize. The real deal uses these, and they're magic tools. What happened is, okay, maybe every lineage is not the same, but the basic idea is to empower these things with magic, like burning some Taoist Fu, okay, the Fu talisman over it, to program this thing to do some kind of work, and then infuse our energy from the altar to this thing. And now your house got issues receiving the creation energy. I put the thing here, and this will help you suck in the energy that you cannot get, or it will tune the energy into something that we want the thing to be. Maybe the energy coming in, the type of energy coming in, is not the best type that suits your need. Now we'll use a little tool here, put the magic inside, put it here, and then tune and change the energy that will come in. And that is the Feng Shui cure. Putting some salt, some coins and stuff, of course, it doesn't work. It's nothing more than a superstitious belief. But the whole thing can also be working if you actually know the magic method behind and the theory behind that magic, which is, of course, not easy to explain in one short video. But as you learn, like if you learn in our lineage with the Taoist magic that we teach, okay? If you learn these things, you will understand the science behind, like the theory behind, and why you need the salt, why you need this. And it's not just a raw salt that you put there. Okay? Salt, you need to put your magic power, you need to program it, and then you need to burn food and stuff. All that stuff you need to do on this thing to make it work. You cannot just put some salt and expect it to work. Of course it's not going to work. And, you know, in the modern days, people will be kind of like trying to scientific it. So they will be saying, oh, the salt have this property of, whatever, okay, scientific reason. It doesn't matter, okay? Trust me, it doesn't matter. When you do Feng Shui cure, it does not need to physically work to solve physical problem, because we're dealing with pre-heaven energy. And this energy is the energy of creation. It's not a physical form of energy. If your place is very humid, you need to buy a dehumidifier, okay? That is physical world's issue. If, let's say, you have a lot of wind, you need to close your window. That is physical world's issue. That is not Feng Shui. Now, Feng Shui talk about the energy that you cannot see, feel, touch. This is the re-heaven energy. You cannot see it. It's not the sunlight. It's not the wind coming in. It's not the water that's leaking from the pipe. When you have water leaking from the pipe, you find a plumbing guy over and fix it. If you have moles on the wall, you need to get chemicals and kill the moles and stuff like that. Feng Shui is not for this kind of purpose. What is Feng Shui for? Dealing with creation energy. The creation energy builds and shapes your potential. Like your future, things that you'll be doing maybe tomorrow, maybe next day, things that you might be saying is affected by this pattern of the energy coming in. Okay, so it's not about like, oh, your house is very humid, your house very dry, now you need to put this here and put this here. Nah, it's not related. All these little things that we put as Feng Shui cure, okay, they are magic tools. They are indeed the magic tools. Now, what if I don't do magic tools? What can I do with just Feng Shui knowledge? Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, okay, the whole Feng Shui thing originates from Taoist wisdom. Okay? And Taoists do Taoist magic. It's just the modern people taking a piece of the thing and then not taking the other side. Okay? And that's why they kind of don't get it. You know, this thing is supposedly part of the Taoist wisdom, and it's like Taoist magic is part of the game. Come on, okay? Okay, but if you cannot do it, what can you do? Well, if you analyze the Feng Shui and you cannot really fix it with these magic tools and methods, what you can do is adjust the containers. So that is what we call 吹吉避凶 in Cantonese, meaning that you adjust the arrangement of things, or you adjust the containers that might be receiving the energies coming in. So let's say, okay, this is like blue energy coming in, and blue is not good for whatever, okay? Blue is not good for studying, something like that, okay? Just example. Now, you know that blue energy is coming here. It's going to screw up your study, right? So let's change it. Well, I cannot really do anything. So let's move the desk over to here. Now this is green energy coming in. Good. It's good for studying? Yes. Okay. Now you have this good position that you rearrange the desk. That is one method of how you can do Feng Shui without magic. And that is why a lot of modernized stuff, or like the more legit ways, okay, they start to tell you to move things around in your house. But the more ancient you look at the Feng Shui, the less they talk about moving and doing big construction. In fact, most of the masters, they don't even need you to do big construction. They go there, take a look, place something very small right here, place a coin here, done. Feng Shui fix. You don't need to do big construction. Because why? Because everything is about the creation energy. It's not about the physical energy, like, oh, the Wi-Fi beaming around doing radiation and stuff, harming my brain. You know? Not that kind of physical matter. Yeah, you cannot touch the energy on the Wi-Fi, but it's generated by things in this dimension right here. The Feng Shui energy is not. It's another kind of matter. And this energy, you don't need to have a lot, like a big object to move it. What matters is the creation energy that you put into the object. This thing can't deal with it. So you can be like, oh, having a little coin and then doing the magic on the coin. If this magic tool fits the job, okay? Toss it here, hide this here, done. You don't need to do a lot of big changes and stuff because the energy is fixed already. And of course, you can always blend in, this theory of Feng Shui when you know, oh, this energy is coming in here, this energy is coming here. You can always also do like, oh, paint a certain color, use a certain kind of design, that kind of stuff. It also makes it better. But the essence of Feng Shui cure is to use the creation energy, the magic power, what we call, okay, in Taoist magic, to use these tools and fix the problem. That is why we call this the Feng Shui cure. It's not like we have to move around desk, bed every year just to deal with this crazy energy coming in. That's too much hassle. And that is why we don't do that in real Feng Shui. But rule number one is you can never just buy these tools from a store and then put it home and expect it to work. There's no way that these things will work when you just buy it. These things require a lot of work to be done behind. I'm talking about hours of work to create the tool for you to use. So, the best way is, well, you can always get ordained and become a Taoist, and learn the magic yourself. So if you're interested in knowing more, you can also visit our website, teenyetdragons.com, or you can get ordained online right now by emailing us and saying that you want to ordain, and you can learn the Taoist magic yourself and see how all these things work, and there you go. You can witness it yourself, and the thing, it's fun when you actually know about it and know how it works. But it's definitely not required you to, knock down walls and stuff like that. And that's not required in real Feng Shui cure. Okay, so hope you liked the video. Remember to share it, subscribe, like, and visit our website. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye!